Hello, welcome to the Willcom Video Shorts. Today we're going to give you some insight on how to use the Colorway editor to create custom color palettes in the Embroidery Studio E 4.0 program. As you can see here, I'm on my new page and I have the default colors here on the bottom of my screen, as you'll see when you first install your program. So what I'm going to do, I want to make sure I want to be able to use my own thread colors here to place on the bottom of the screen that I can use every day when I come in. First, what I'm going to do, I'm going to navigate over here to the Colorway editor, and as I select this, on my screen will pop up my Colorway editor as well as my thread list. Now here, once I click on my threads here, and it's going to display my thread charts. Okay, I can choose the from one or multiple thread charts that I use in my system. If I don't need to use one, I can just select it here and move it back over to the thread charts here. And so on my charts as well, I'm going to have the Madeira Classic 40, and let's say I want to change this. I can just scroll down and scroll to the Madeira Poly Neon 40, add that to my list, choose the Classic and move it back to the other side here. Once I click OK here, now those palettes will be added to my Colorway editor. Now what I'm going to do also, my list here, is I want to be able to change the colors on the bottom of my screen here to my Madeira thread charts. So what I'm going to do here is I have my threads, and all of the threads that I have here on the bottom of my screen here will be displayed in the Colorway 1 option here. So what I'm going to do, if I want to change those, I can scroll down and I'll start with color number 1. So I will select that in my colorways. Okay, that's going to show me what the closest color is here under my threads. And so if I want to change this dark green here to the Madeira 1988, I'll just double click on 1988 and watch what happens here on the bottom of my screen. When I do that, once I double click it, it instantly changes this now to Madeira Poly Neon 40. Okay, and if I want to use just these here on the bottom of my screen, I can just continue to press the first color that comes up, just double click, and as you can see on the bottom of my screen here, you should see the colors changing on the bottom of my screen here as I continue to just double click. If I want to choose a different color, I could also go in, let's say for color number 15, I can also go in, I can scroll down my list here. I can choose a different color just by double clicking on it here, and that will change color number 15 to that particular color. And you would do this if you're, you could stop here if you have a 15 needle machine, or you can continue with this process until the very end. If I click on 16, and as you scroll down your list, I can continue with all of the colors that are listed in my palette. So right now, once I get all my colors selected that I want to use for that, I'm now going to go in and I'm going to save this palette, okay, as a template. So as I navigate up the top here, I'll choose File, and I'm going to choose Save as a Template. Now, if you want to use this particular thread chart for whenever you open up your program and you want it to just appear instantly when you open up your program, you'll save that as a normal EMT and you'll overwrite what's currently in there. Okay. If you're creating a new one, you could just change the name of it and it'll be whatever the name is .emt for you to go in and choose from your color palettes. Okay. But if you want this to appear every time you open up your program, you will have to save it as normal EMT and just overwrite the normal template inside the program. Okay. So once I go in and let's say I'm going to do the normal template here, and I'm going to save this, and I'm going to confirm it. So now when I go in and choose a new page, under my normal template, I will have my Madeira colors on the bottom of my screen now. And that is how you go in and that is how you use the Colorway editor to create a new custom color palette. Thank you very much. And as always, we ask that you visit us at www.willcomamerica.com. Thank you.